Yes? No? Yeah? Yeah, you can read the text, all right. Say, if you can, there are two pieces of control you have over this talk. If you can't see the text, then you tell me. If I speak too fast, then you tell me. And if you see that there are signs from where's the translator? Somebody is translating? Who's listening using the simultaneous translation? Put your hand up if you're listening using the translation. I don't see anybody. There's no somebody. Okay, I thought there was. Okay, okay. I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to talk about the beginnings of the web a bit. I'm going to talk about a little bit about new HTML5 features, because a lot of you are developing stuff for the web. I'm going to talk about linked open data, which is something I'm excited about. But first, I'm going to start off before the web. Now, with the age of most of you, the lack of age of most of you, you're so young, you probably don't remember what it was like before the web. If somebody says click or web page, you have that idea in your head. But back in 1989, then, if you were born, then if you're old enough, you remember that people didn't have that idea. So it was very difficult to explain what the web would be like. Now, what was neat was I was working near Geneva. There in the background is the Mont Blanc, the big mountain of the Alps, and this is the accelerator. Now there's the Large Hadron Collider. They had a previous one there, this big tunnel underneath. Oh, there is.
Perdón por la interrupción. Tenemos traducción simultánea y tenemos cascos ahí detrás. Y yo no sé si todos lo sabíais, entonces lo siento, pero creo que merece la pena la interrupción para el que no controle demasiado inglés pueda enterarse de la charla. Os damos, bueno, no vamos a interrumpirlo, sigue hablando, pero el que tenga interés tiene cascos ahí detrás, perdón.
Oh, okay, so you can go and get them. Right, I'll keep talking. I won't say anything important until you all come back. So this is a big accelerator, okay? It's in a tunnel underneath the countryside. In fact, that piece is at the top is Switzerland, at the bottom is France, and so all the particles cross the border very, very often as they zoom round, and the things that people build there are these huge pieces of equipment, and these are built by many, many people coming from many, many universities, and they all come together. Each university builds a different piece, and they all have to fit together. So they really need to communicate. They really need an information system. I was working there, I really needed a good information system. They had lots and lots of different information systems, different networks, different computers. When you connected from your computer to another computer, you'd have to learn how to use that information system to get at some information, and then you'd have to write it down on a piece of paper, and then you'd go and find some more information from a different computer about a different piece of the system. So there were lots of people, they had the problem, but they didn't realize. They'd been used to having lots and lots of different information systems, so they didn't realize that they had a problem. So the great thing about CERN, though, is that they had lots of creativity, and also they all had computers. These physicists, they had computers on their desks. They were a perfect place for starting the World Wide Web. In fact, my first time at CERN, I was just a contractor, software engineer. I went for 6 months in 1980, and I wrote this program. This is actually, it's got links. When you looked at this, you can see it's all in characters. It runs on an old-fashioned terminal, and the links are numbered, and so to follow the link for it, you type in 4, return. And that was, so I was thinking back then about the idea of links. But I thought that really the most important thing was that the web should work with everything, that it should be universal. When in 1989, I made a memo saying this is important, and there was a proposal. You can see what's interesting about, there are 2 things interesting about this. One, it's the original, this was the cover picture on the cover of the memorandum when I originally proposed the World Wide Web. So it's historically interesting. But so I